this lesson video, you will learn how to factor trinomials where the numerical coefficient of the leading term is 1. So let's get started. Let's try to factor x squared plus 15x plus 14. Since the numerical coefficient of the leading term is only 1, our first terms here are x. Now, how do we get the second terms? The first thing that you need to do is to find all the factors of the last term. In this case, it's 14. So what are the factors of 14? We have 14 times 1 and we have 7 times 2. Now, between these two pairs of factors, alin kaya dito yung kukunin natin? We have to consider the numerical coefficient of the middle term. In this case, it's 15. So, alin dito sa pairs na ito, yung kapag pinag-add nyo or pag pinag-subtract nyo, ang magiging result ay 15. It's 14 and 1 kasi 14 plus 1 is 15. So, yan yung kukunin natin na factors. Ngayon, ano yung magiging symbols dito? Always take note na kung ang gamit na symbol sa middle term and sa last term ay parehas plus, ang magiging factors ay magagamit din ng plus. Parehas na factors. Addition yung gamit. Okay? So these are the factors of x squared plus 15x plus 14. Para i-double check nyo, dapat kapag minultiply nyo yung last terms, ang magiging sagot ay yung last term ng trinomial. At kapag pinag-add nyo yung last terms ng factors, dapat ang magiging sagot ay yung middle term ng trinomial. So let's check. 14 times 1 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. So we got it, or we got the correct factors. Let's now have the second example. X squared plus 8x plus 12. Again, the first terms here are x. To find the second terms of these factors, find all the factors of the last term. 12. What are the factors of 12? We have 12 times 1, we have 6 times 2, and 4 times 3. Next, alin dito sa factors na ito na kapag pinag-add or pag pinag-subtract nyo, ang magiging sagot ay yung middle term which is 8. Let's try 12 and 1. 12 plus 1 is 13, so cannot be. Let's try subtraction. 12 minus 1 is 11. Cannot be also. So, let's try 6 times 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. So, pwede siya. Siya yung magiging factors na ilalagay natin dito. What about the symbols? Again, kapag parehas plus yung gamit sa middle term and sa last term, ang magiging symbols na gagamitin sa factors ay addition also or plus. So these are now the factors. Let's try to double check. Kapag minultiply yung last terms ng factors, dapat ang maging sagot ay yung last term ng trinomial. 6 times 2 is 12. Correct. And kapag pinag-add yung last terms ng binomial, dapat ang maging sagot ay yung middle term. 6 plus 2 is 8. So, these factors are correct. Let's come now to the next set of examples. X squared plus 6x minus 16. Again, the first terms here are x. What about the second terms? Find all the factors of 16. We have 16 times 1. We have 8 times 2. And we have 4 times 4. So among these factors, alin dito yung kapag pinag-add or kapag pinag-subtract nyo, ang magiging sagot ay 6. It's 8 times 2. Kasi, though kapag pinag-add nyo siya, ang magiging sagot ay 10, pero kapag pinag-subtract nyo, 8 minus 2, you'll get 6. So, yan yung kukunin natin. What about the sign? Ano yung magiging symbols kaya dito? Since the symbol in the last term is minus, ibig sabihin, ang isa dyan ay positive, ang isa naman ay negative. Pero alin kaya between 8 and 2 yung dapat na maging positive and dapat na maging negative? Magbe-base na kayo ngayon sa symbol na present sa middle term. Kung ano man yung symbol ng middle term, yun din dapat yung maging symbol ng mas mataas na factor. So since positive yung middle term, alin ang mas mataas sa 8 and 2? It's 8. So dapat yung 8 yung positive at yung 2 yung negative. Ganyan mag-decide or ganyan yung gagawin nyo para ma-double check nyo kung ano ba yung dapat na gamitin na symbol. Try natin i-double check. Kapag minultiply yung dalawang last terms ng factors, dapat ang maging sagot ay yung last term ng trinomial. Positive 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. So, tama. Next, kapag pinag-add yung second terms ng binomials, dapat ang maging sagot ay yung middle term ng trinomial. So, positive 8 plus negative 2 is positive 6. So, these factors are correct. Let's try x squared minus x minus 20. So, the first factors or the first terms of these factors are x. What about the second terms? Find all the factors of 20. We have 20 times 1, 10 times 2, and then we have 5 times 4. So, alin naman dito yung kapag pinag-add or kapag pinag-subtract nyo, ang magiging sagot ay negative 1. It's 5 and 4 kasi 5 minus 4 is 1. Ngayon, ang magiging problema na lang natin ay kung ano yung magiging symbols ng factors. Since ang last term ay negative, dapat yung isang factor ay positive at yung isa naman ay negative. Bakit kaya positive dapat yung isa, negative naman yung isa? Kasi positive times negative is equal to negative. Okay? So again, kapag negative yung last term, ibig sabihin ng isang factor ay positive, ang isang factor naman ay negative. Pero alin dapat dito yung dapat na positive at alin naman yung dapat na negative? Consider the symbol in the middle term. It's negative. So kung ano yung symbol ng middle term, yun din dapat yung symbol ng mas mataas na factor. Yan din dapat yung kaparehas niyang symbol. So between 5 and 4, alin yung mas mataas? It's 5. So yung 5 yung negative and yung 4 yung positive. Try natin i-double check. Multiply natin negative 5 times positive 4, it's negative 20. And dapat kapag pinag-add natin itong dalawang last terms na to, ang magiging sagot ay yung middle term. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1, which is the numerical coefficient of the middle term. So we got the correct factors. Let's have now the last set of the examples. X squared minus 18x plus 81. Again, the first terms here are x. What about the second terms? Find all the factors of 81. We have 81 times 1, 27 times 3, and then 9 times 9. Alin kaya dito sa pairs of factors na ito yung kapag pinag-add or kapag pinag-subtract nyo, 18 yung sagot? It's 9 times 9 kasi 9 plus 9 is 18. Ano kaya yung magiging symbols ng factors? Consider the symbol of the last term of the trinomial. It's positive. So, pwedeng parehas na factors ay positive. Pwede namang parehas na factors ay negative. Bakit? Kasi positive times positive is positive. Also, negative times negative is positive. So again, kapag positive yung last term, pwedeng parehas na factors ay positive or parehas na factors ay negative. Pero since yung middle term natin ay negative, ibig sabihin parehas na factors ay negative. These are now the factors of this trinomial. Negative 9 times negative 9 is positive 81. Negative 9 plus negative 9 is negative 18. Alright, we are now down to our last example. Again, the first terms are x. What about the second term? Find all the factors of 54. 54 times 1, 27 times 2, 18 times 3, and then 6 times 9. Alin dito sa apat na pairs na to yung kapag pinag-add or kapag pinag-subtract nyo, ang magiging sagot ay 21. It's 18 and 3. Ngayon, ano yung magiging symbols nila? Since positive yung last term, pwedeng parehas ng factors ay positive or parehas ng factors ay negative. Pero since yung symbol ng middle term ay negative, it should be, or both of the factors should be negative or should use negative or subtraction. Okay? Negative 18 times negative 3 is positive 54. Negative 18 plus negative 3 is negative 21. So we got the correct factors. So that's how we factor trinomials. Again, balikan natin lahat. Kapag parehas ng middle term and yung last term, addition yung operation, parehas ding addition yung operation ng dalawang factors. Kapag naman negative yung sa last term at positive yung sa middle term, yung mas mataas na factor, yun dapat yung kaparehas ng middle term na symbol. Kapag negative yung nasa middle term, yung mas mataas na factors, yun dapat yung negative. Okay? Kapag positive yung sa last term at negative yung sa middle term, parehas dapat na factors ay negative. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for listening.